The Forgotten Boleyn. Mary's untold story amidst Tudor intrigue. Mary Boleyn, often overshadowed by her more famous sister Anne Boleyn, holds a unique place in Tudor history due to her relationship with King Henry VIII. Her life provides a fascinating glimpse into the politics, intrigues and societal norms of the English court during the early 16th century. Mary Boleyn was born around 1499 to Sir Thomas Boleyn and Lady Elizabeth Howard, prominent members of the English nobility. She was one of 3 surviving children. Her siblings were Anne and George Boleyn. The Boleyn family was well connected, with her father serving as a diplomat and courtier, and her mother coming from the powerful Howard family. Mary was brought to the court of Henry VIII in the early 1520s. Prior to this, she spent part of her adolescence at the court of Archduchess Margaret of Austria, and later served Queen Claude of France. Her education in these courts, particularly in France, prepared her for the sophisticated and often perilous life at the English court. Mary's involvement with Henry VIII began around 1522. Although the exact duration and depth of their relationship are not clearly documented, it is known that it ended before Henry became enamored with Anne Boleyn. Mary's affair with the king was relatively short-lived and is often noted more for its implications in the rise of her sister Anne than for the relationship itself. Mary was married twice, first to William Carey in 1520, a courtier and gentleman of the king's privy chamber. The king's favour towards Mary likely benefited Carey's career. They had 2 children, Catherine and Henry Carey. There is speculation, though not confirmed by contemporary evidence, that Henry VIII could have been the father of one or both of these children due to the timing of Mary's affair with him. After William Carey's death in 1528, Mary made a match that was unusual for a woman of her status. She secretly married William Stafford, a soldier of lesser social rank, in 1534. This marriage was made for love, not political advancement, and led to her banishment from court due to the king and Anne Boleyn's disapproval of the union. After her banishment, Mary led a quieter life away from the turbulence of the court. She had 2 children with Stafford, and her financial situation was strained due to the lack of support from her family and the court. Mary died on July 19, 1543, in relative obscurity compared to the dramatic ends met by her siblings. Mary Boleyn's life reflects the limited roles and opportunities available to women of the nobility during the Tudor period. Her affairs and marriages demonstrate how women at court were often used as pawns in political alliances and could sometimes assert their own agency, as seen in her marriage to Stafford. Furthermore, her personal life highlights the precarious nature of favour in the Tudor court, where royal affection could dictate one's rise or fall. Mary Boleyn remains a figure of interest, not only for her personal connections to King Henry VIII, but also for the light her story sheds on the complexities of court life and the volatile nature of the Tudor dynasty. Her legacy, though less documented and celebrated than that of her sister Anne, provides crucial insights into the interplay of personal and political life in one of the most dynamic courts of Renaissance Europe.